So I want to tell you guys how to lose weight today. Basically, you just have to eat good food, good wholesome food. You got to cut the sugar back. You got to exercise, and basically the weight's gonna start, coming off, and it's basically all you can do. That's not what you can do, guys. Stop listening to those little myths and stuff like that. Just by listening to some of the things that my family believes, then I'm finding out a lot of people believe this stuff. It has absolutely nothing to do with the quality of food that you eat. It has nothing to do with you exercising your body. You do not need to exercise your body to lose weight. Okay? You do not need to cut out any sugar. You could eat Twinkies and lose weight, man. Haven't you guys heard of the professor who ate Twinkies? Chaz Weaver, who did the McDonald's diet. There's tons and tons of stuff. There's the cookie diet. There's like the Snickers bar diet. Okay, I did a little something called the pizza diet, where I still lost weight eating a whole Little Caesars cheese pizza multiple times. And plus I had some other stuff on top of it, like a protein shake and things like that. The way your body works is calories in versus calories out. There are little other factors, of course. If your body is healthier and processing things better, for instance, you're making better quality food choices, for instance, an organic apple over a processed candy bar, your body is going to run more smoothly, and if you exercise, your metabolism is going to run faster. So those things can help play a part, really the exercise, because that's what's going to boost up your metabolism. If you have better quality food choice, might get a little gunk out of your system and you might feel a little bit better, but it's not going to help you with, it's not really going to help with the weight loss in the long run. It's calories in, calories out. Literally, you can eat it, so you have to find your basal metabolic rate. You can think of it as like your basic metabolic rate, the basic calorie needs that your body needs to stay the same weight. Mine is about 2,900 calories. I can eat 2,900 calories or 3,000 calories and stay the exact same weight. And you can go online and search this kind of stuff, and usually the calculators are off, so find two or three and then compare them together. Yeah, basically, if you add this works for a lot of people. If you add a 0 to your current weight, so like I'm 230 pounds, if I add a 0, then I need 2,300 calories a day to lose weight. And actually, that's ironic because that's actually what I'm on, but that's not the way that I calculated it. But I am on 2,300 calories a day. I've cut my calories significantly. I think to stay the same and maintain my current weight, I think I need like 28 to 29, I want to say, something around there. But we'll see. But anyway, I cut my calories by about 500. It is a little bit bigger of a cut. You don't have to cut them that much. But you find out how much your body needs to stay the same. And then you cut 200, 300, 500 calories. Don't cut like 1,000 calories out of your daily eating regime, because if you do that, then your body is not going to have anywhere to go soon. I mean, forget all the stuff about the metabolism for a second, the starvation mode stuff. I don't know how much truth there is to all of that stuff. I know that there is some truth to your metabolism. The more calories you eat, then the faster or the more active it's going to be, because obviously it's doing something. But the main concern here is that if you, let's say you need your basal metabolic rate is 2,500 calories. So that's how much you need to just stay the same weight. So you start eating 1,500 calories a day. Okay, so you're losing weight for the first 2 weeks. You lose like 5-6 pounds. Third week starts to slow, and then you have to do something. You either have to start exercising your body, or if you're already doing that, you have to start doing it a little bit more. Excuse me, I felt a sneeze coming on. Excuse me. Or you have to cut it out of your food take, or usually the wisest thing to do is do both. A little bit more exercise, a little bit of calorie cutting. So let's say you do that. So you run on the treadmill for 10 more minutes a day or whatever, and you cut your calories by 200 more. Now you're at 1,300 calories, man. Okay, that's pretty low if I'm talking to a guy. Girls, I know plenty of girls who can sustain themselves on lower than 1,300 calories. Some cannot. So girls, don't take that as like I should be eating like 1,000 calories a day. No, you should only be eating 1,000 calories a day if you are the right weight and height to actually, for that to be healthy. I mean, if you're like a 5'8" girl, 150 pounds, well, you're not going to be eating 1,000 calories a day. You're going to be eating more than that. A lot of it has to do with height and weight. And so then, you lose a few more pounds the next week, kind of dribbles off into the week after that, and then you just don't have enough calories in your body to have the energy to exercise. So you can increase your exercise. So what you start doing is you drop your calories by 200 more. Now you're at 1,100 calories, and you're still, who knows, 15, 30, 40 pounds away from your goal weight. You have nowhere to go. The body has already adapted, and so it's going to be very, very hard for you. And if you eat that much if you continue to eat that much for a really, really long time, I'm talking like a year or two, then you will probably eventually lose most of the weight or all of the weight that you want to. But it's going to take a really long time for you to do that because you didn't step the body down in increments. That's what the body wants. It doesn't just want to go, I'm eating 3,000 calories a day. I want to lose weight. I'm going to eat 1,000. Because not only is it depriving to you, but you're going to lose a ton of muscle doing it that way. So really, you're just becoming a smaller version of yourself. You're just becoming the exact same body composition, just a smaller version. So if you're skinny fat and you want to lose weight, but you lose 2 pounds of muscle and 8 pounds of fat, well, you're really just, you lost a little bit of fat, but you're really just a smaller version of yourself. So if you lose, let's say if you lose 20 pounds and you lose half a pound of muscle, but maintain the rest, you're not only going to look skinnier, but you're going to look more lean and more muscular because you held on to almost all your muscle. I understand that it's almost impossible to hold on to every little bit of your muscle while cutting, but it is possible to hold on to most of your muscle. You don't have to lose pounds of muscle in order to lose fat. You just have to do it slowly. Slow is the road, okay? The tortoise and the hare, remember that little story from childhood? Go slow and you will win the game. So it's calories in, calories out. This is a simple dieting plan that I actually give to people. Track your calories. Every single thing from your coffee creamer to any sauces that you have to whatever. Number 2, eat whatever you want. If you want a jelly donut, you can have it. If you want a sandwich, you can have it. If you want Burger King 3 times a day, you can have it. If you'd rather have a salad or some salmon or something like that, you can have that. Rule number 3. If you do not know the calories of the item that you want to eat or you're thinking about eating, you're not going to eat it. Do not eat it. I repeat, if you do not know the calories, step away from the item. And then, and number 4, of course, you need to drink a lot of water. You should be drinking about, I would shoot for half of your body weight in ounces. So I'm 230, so mine would be 115 ounces, pretty close to a gallon. I drink on a daily basis anywhere from 64 to 128 ounces, just depending on how I'm feeling, and and as you eat like that, what I have found is that you start to make healthier choices as your eating progresses, as you stick with the calories. So yeah, the first few days, the first week, you might be eating a ton of Little Caesars, Burger King, cookies, and you aren't going to feel that great, man. You aren't going to feel very good. So it's going to turn into you actually making healthier choices. Instead of eating 3 packs of Little Debbie's, you're going to be like, man, for that same amount of calories, I could get 2 nice big pieces of salmon, and I could get a whole cup of rice with some soy sauce on there. Oh man, I feel so much better after I eat that. And then when you do have your Burger King runs and stuff like that, or whatever it is that you like, you don't have to feel guilty about it. You could just be like, man, this is in my calories. So, and also, you need to make sure that you don't have to track all your macros, but I think this is rule number 5 or 6, but you need to track your protein. I track all my macros, but if you're doing this, you don't really need to do that. That's for basically my personal entertainment, and so that I can look and see where I'm at, because I like that kind of stuff. But you just need to make sure that you're getting enough protein. And I would say, I mean, for me, I'm 230 pounds. I don't go by the pound, a gram per pound of body weight. I don't do that. I know that lots of bodybuilders recommend a gram of protein per pound of body weight, but that would be 230 grams of protein, and that just makes me feel kind of lethargic. So I usually shoot for anywhere from 150 to 190 grams, maybe even 200. Just again, depending on how I'm feeling. If I feel like, hey man, I can get this protein in today, I'm doing good. Or if I feel like, man, I've eaten this and this, and I don't feel like downing 2 protein shakes to get to 200 grams. It's a lot about how you feel too. That's a lot about what eating is. It doesn't just have to do, this is the right food, ooga, let me eat that. It has to do with the way that you feel, and it has to do with dealing with your feelings as well. Eating is a very, very emotional thing, as exercising can become tremendously emotional, and that's why both are so taxing when they're out of order, when they're not working properly, when the cogs are getting sticky, and you've just kind of fallen into a rut with exercise and with eating. That's why our emotions are so affected by it, because they're both 2 emotional things. So that's my advice, and that's what I'm doing. And I have plenty of simple little meal things and ideas on my blog. I mean, not on my blog, on my Strength Beacon YouTube. So check them out.